Hi friends, it's Allison. Welcome back to AJ's Inspired Life. Wow, welcome back to thrift store haul number 2, journal number 2, part whatever, I don't know, maybe 4 at this point. This gem of a journal I think is done, and I'm so excited with it, you guys. I wanted to show you the final flip through of it. I still have no idea what I'm going to use it for, but I've really enjoyed making it a lot, and it got me out of a little bit of a slump right now, and I've just really enjoyed the challenge. So if you haven't watched the lead up to this, there are, I think, 3 or 4 videos at least kind of on this playlist, and basically I spent a little bit of money at a thrift store over a year ago, like probably a year and a half ago at least, if not more. Put it all into a bucket, and the challenge is to make a journal out of it. So this is where we're at. So I want to show it to you. It's beautiful. Okay, here we go. So I'm going to flip it for you very quickly. I went ahead and added some of the buttons. If you want to see, again, the complete haul, is listed, and like how much I got of whatever, but obviously one of the things I got was a little bag of buttons, and so I think they're very cute. Now, I did give myself permission. I mean, they're all made up rules, please. I did use my own twine that I already had here, and I think like 1 or 2 other things. I'll show you. I know stamps is one of them, but like this binding is from it, the book, obviously, blah, blah, blah. Okay, here we go. I'm going to get you in right there. So yeah, so page 1, this little tag is an example of something that was in my stash, but everything else is made. The eyelets were in my stash. All right, but I punched the circles. I hand cut these circles. Oh, and the ink dye. The ink that I, did the edging with, and then the stamps I used, but everything else, is from the haul. So I put the map that we found on the inside. And then this, I used pieces of that Diva calendar. This was the outside of the math book. No. What book was this? The Spanish book, excuse me. Spanish dictionary. And so every page, and then I did coffee dye some of the paper. So this is a flip up here. This is just glued in. Here's a big tri pocket. On this one, I just stapled some of the material. Cut her out. Punched the edge here. I made kind of like a random pocket with just a strip of the paper. And I just put one of the I keep saying that, coin rolls in here, like to remember that it's a pocket. And here's that washi. These are unrolled coin rolls. So, unrolling them and then just using the paper like as a background there. This one's kind of fun. It like flips open like this. This was like one of the pages of the calendar. Obviously, I just cut off a strip at the top. This has just a little cluster that I made up here. They're kind of fun. They're like on the brads. This has some material on top of the buttons, and then this is a coin roll. This I punched on the edge and then put that material through. Here's where we made that like kind of pocket out of the almanac. Here's a little bit of a flip up here on this one. So there's just a lot of room to do journaling. This is another little cluster out of a coin roll. I like this one. Oh, the doily was already in my stash, so I added that. But the rest of this, again, yeah. There's like 500 of these rolls, probably not 500, but here's another one that I just made into a paper clip, obviously, to be moved. This was some material washi, and then this was the material roll. So I thought those colors actually ended up going really well together. So I was happy with that. I put a piece of the material, just glued it on there as kind of an edge. Here's another cluster with some of the map and the buttons and the material. Again, just some of the paper with a punch and the coin roll used that way. This is 2 pieces of the paper that I made into a bigger piece, and so that washi is holding it together. This tag I already had, but I just put it in there to remind myself that it's a pocket. There's a price tag off the original, whatever, one of the pieces that I got, right? I put in a little doily here. Made a fun cluster. Here's a piece of scrappy tape, which I just love. And again, I like to leave my edges really rough, but obviously some people just cut it down so it looks more like tape. Here's a little tab I made, and I just folded this in a little bit. It's a little bit of a tuck. Here's another paper clip. Here I just punched some of actually the almanac paper and taped that in. Here's another paper clip. This one's fun because it's a side one. But again, just kind of that scrappy. This is a little pocket here with 3 of those little buttons on it. Paper buttons, I guess. This is, you know, a belly band. I was like, what? And I did have my heart punch out, so I did use it here. Just for one piece in here, I think I wanted that heart. Here's another little tab. Oh, we got a dot of glue here. There we go. I love how that edge goes up against the colored edge next on the next page. So that's a punch, obviously. This is another punch. So I glued 3 coin rolls together and then punched it to get that edge, which I really like. This one I just punched on normal, you know, on the actual paper. Here's a pocket with a little pocket in the front, a big pocket in the back, a beautiful tag. Like beautiful big tag. This journal like has just so much writing space. I really am happy with how it turned out. Another piece of snippet tape, scrappy tape. Here I just literally stapled on a piece of the coin rolls. This is a piece of the map that was there. That's not the piece I was going to show you, but I just went ahead and scalloped it so you can see that. You can probably see it better that way. And then here I did glue in, after sewing in the 2 signatures, I did glue in this piece of map right in the middle. And so just to take up this kind of bigger space, I don't know, I might, no, I don't like that. I'm not doing that. I was going to say I might add, but just circle punched the Spanish dictionary pages there. Here's a little corner pocket. And again, I just use this as like a reminder of where the tucks are, really. An embellishment down here with one of the buttons here. This is an envelope that I already had and a tag. I just added this little button here. Oh, this is a vellum envelope I already had. So I did give myself a little bit of leeway once the actual journal is made to embellish with your own stash, right? But the whole premise is just like you don't need a lot of supplies, right? If you had one good punch or if you had ink, right? You could, obviously I used 1 ink, well, maybe 2. I think I switched it out and didn't choose the same one. But anyway, so like a leftover envelope from something, I just glued that in here. I think that's kind of fun. Here is a giant kind of flip flop of all the papers and a cluster up there. Little side tuck here. just stapled on. I just took a piece and folded it over the edge, right? And tucked this little folded paper in here to make some pockets. Here's one of the girls from that, I want to say calendar, and it was not a calendar. It was just a flip book. Here's another paper clip, which again is like removable, obviously, so it could go on any page. Little flip here. This, I love this page right here. An actual checkout, right? From Wisconsin. Something high school, LaCrosse, Wisconsin. So cool. Just a punch there and tucked a piece of paper in there. Oh, this is helping it dry. I glued a piece of that material in here with just like liquid glue, so I just wanted to make sure it didn't come through. And then I put some of that material tape over here, and I just took it up and over the edge and folded it over to make a little tab. Again, another scallop kind of tuck spot. There's the first girl we grabbed. I think she's pretty cool. This one, I just took a strip of the book, obviously, and scalloped it and made it into like a bottom tuck. Here's a little, again, unrolled coin roll and a punch. This is just a pocket here. I don't think I have, nope. And look, I used all of it. I used all of it except this one piece. Maybe we'll find a space. I was going to run some tape like that, but I don't have enough. All right. Here's another just kind of big pocket and then a little cluster fold there. Big circle tabs here. This is the middle of that second signature. Here's our crooked lady. She's so crooked. It's really funny. Anyway, here is a fun paper clip that is just a coin roll, paper roll, and some buttons tied to that. So again, removable. I left this page intentionally. I love that it has highlighting and writing in it from someone who used it. Like, I think that is the joy in using old books, and so I did not want to cover it up. Put a little tab up here. This one I absolutely love. Now this is the same paper, obviously, but I just folded another piece and made an envelope and then made a tip in. I absolutely love it. Like, it would be easy to put it on a page where it stood out more, and I love how it looks on here. I also love this paper. It's pretty thin, and with the coffee, it, I don't know, like the feel of it in your hand. I love it. I'd put some markers in here. Let's see. Here's another just kind of stapled in piece. Again, some, yeah, see, this paper's a little fragile. The highlighting I just love. Here's a little matchbook of paper we made, the very first thing, and it, you know, it kind of tucks in like that. Again, this is just two of those coin rolls, like opened up and then punched. I really like how that cluster turned out. This is a little flip up this way, just to add some movement to the page. I did end up using her. She is not my favorite, but I'm okay with it. I'm not drawn to the purple, but I decided to leave a little bit on there, and I'm okay with it. I think this black and white from the dictionary cover kind of helps. I didn't want her just against that with no purple on it, so I left a little bit of that outline, and I'm okay with it. Here's another little corner piece. It's not a tuck is why I'm pulling on it. I just glued it in. This guy, I decided, if you've watched the other videos, this used to fold down one more. So we have a tuck here, little tuck, and a little tuck here. We could like do this to help to help remember, because, yeah, but like this could be a big card, you know, something very tall in here. You could do, right? Not this color, but, and another piece of scrappy tape there. Just a glued in embellishment up here. Little button as a tab. I just backed it, like, you know, glued two together. Another piece of scrappy tape. She's funny. There's another piece of, this is just the math book. Obviously a coin roll and some of the material glued on. I had this tag, so I glued that tag in. This is the paper I actually made out of the pieces of paper to extend it, so that tape is holding it together. Here's a long piece of the scrappy tape, and then on the back I did add an envelope which I already had, and then I made kind of this flap, you know, cluster. All right, so that is the book. It does not have a binding. I mean, it does not have like a tie to it, so we'll see. I don't know. I'm tempted to, I don't know what to do with these. I wish if I were to do it in hindsight, I would have coffee dyed these but I didn't know if I wanted them white or not. And so I don't know if I want to try and like ink them a little bit, but this is, I don't know. And I don't know if I want to cut them, but I don't think I do. So I don't like to make, you know, those decisions until it's time, if you will. So we can just tie it like that. I don't think they're long enough. They're not long enough to, yeah, tie around. We could make them long enough. We could, because this is secure, I could cut a little bit and I could tie it on here and extend it and then do the same on the other one. And then it would tie around it if we wanted to. But you guys, I'm kind of excited for it. Now, I literally don't know what I'm going to do with it because, what do I know? I know this is not my monthly journal for this month, and this month is March of 2024, and I have not made my journal yet, but I was feeling very stuck. Blocked might be a better word. I'm not too sure if or how they're different, but I needed to create this bucket. I needed to clear the bucket. And so this just is, I'm just so happy with it. So this is number 2. This is the end of Thrift haul number 2, journal number 2. I do have, I did get out, this was the journal we made from the first haul. So this was the journal from bucket number 1, and this is the journal from bucket number 2. So all of these are listed below as well, but they're like so different and I just love them. So I don't know, I really enjoyed the challenge, and yeah, it's been really fun. So I now need to make a journal for March because I want to continue with my daily journaling, and but I have really enjoyed this process. So we'll put them away for now. I will, you know, make my March journal. We'll get on with our daily journaling, and then I'll move on to bucket number 3 because I think I have 4, and I can't go shopping again and do another haul, and right, if I don't have a bucket available. We're working on that container theory. I also now can empty out the bucket. It's almost empty. Here's the bucket. I did try the seals. What did I do with them? I just made one, and so shoot, that was kind of fun. I literally just had them in front of me, but let's see. I have some material left. I do have the seals. Did I put them in there? I don't think so. But not a lot. Here's the book pages. These envelopes did not come in this haul. So now I can put away these book pages or do whatever I'm going to do with them, right? And the map. And I have these coin envelopes, which I can also get rid of, but I can empty out this bucket and put the things where they go. And now I can use it for other things. Okay. So I'm excited about that. So that project is now done and off the to-do list. So that's it, you guys. Thanks for hanging out. I hope that you have enjoyed like kind of seeing this guy come to life, because I'm pleasantly surprised. And I honestly don't think I've ever made a book journal. I'm looking. I guess I made one in February of 2021. I used a ledger book. So yeah, that's it. But I'm happy with it. So thanks for hanging out, you guys. Let me know your thoughts. And yeah, I don't know. And let me know what you think I should do with it. Tell me that, how I should use it. So, all right, you guys, I hope you're having a great day. I appreciate you being here very much. And I hope you find something today that inspires you. Take care.